Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be part 2 of Marcel Get Ready With Me. I already prepped my eyes because Marcel does not have an eye primer, so I've used MAC's Painterly Paint Pot and Wet n Wild Brulee to set my eyes. So we could get into the eyeshadow right away. In the previous video, we used a different eye palette. It was a plum toned. This one is called Copper Fever. Also comes with a small brush that I don't believe I showed you last time. It's an angled brush on one side, and that's what it looks like on the other side. So this is what that palette looks like. You see we have a few shimmers in here, and let's see how it works. Okay. So it's interesting that all those colors are shimmers. Usually I like to go with a matte color into my crease, but we're gonna go with this lightest color right here. Even though it's a shimmer color, we'll see how it works on the crease, and again there is fallout. Okay, let me bring it closer to my face. I cannot see this color. Let me swatch it on my hand. And I think that it's a lid color. Yeah, you could see it on the hand. It's actually a nice color, but it's definitely not showing up in my crease. So I'm gonna swatch all of them. I'm gonna swatch the bottom, small color on the bottom. That's also a very nice color. Now we're gonna swatch this lighter color on top. And then we have the lightest color here. That would be nice for the brow bone highlights, and then you have the deep color that you could use instead of the liner. So this one did not work out on the crease. I am gonna go with this color. The truth is, I could take any color and just put it in my crease, but I could take a bronzer, or I could take any matte shadow that I have from my other palettes, but I want to see if we could use this palette without adding anything. Okay, it's building up. I feel the same thing as in the previous palette. It took a while, but at the end, I enjoyed it. Okay. So we did the crease color, and for the crease I went into this color. Now we're gonna build the outer corner. And for this I'm gonna go into the same color, just a denser brush. The color really shows with the denser brush. It's a beautiful color. You could see like on the brush and how it applies beautifully right away on the outer corner. Okay, we're gonna blend it all together. So you see, you could use the same color. It's just on the crease. You need to blend it out, and on the outer corner, you need to build it more. So I'm gonna clean up under my eyes with the micellar water. Love this micellar water. So looking at the colors now, I'm gonna go into this color, which is right here. I take a shader. This one is more of like a rose gold. And we're gonna put it on the lid. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful color. Gonna go a bit with the finger. I'm not putting it all the way till the inner corner because I want to use all the colors, and I still want to go into this lighter color. So for now I'm putting this. So I think that if you use any matte brown that you have, whether it be your bronzer or you have anything else, and you don't have to spend so much time on building your crease color, I think it's a beautiful palette. Okay, now we're gonna go into the lightest one, which is this, and it's right here. I'm just gonna go directly with my fingers. I just find that shimmers apply nice with the fingers. Yeah, this color is also beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna use this color as a liner. Okay, I'm gonna be using an angled brush. I'm going to this color. Now we're gonna go into this lightest shades and we're gonna highlight the brow bone. I'm going to curl my lashes. For the mascara we're going to be using the same one as we used last video, which is Marcel's XTENSION plus AMPLIFY. As I said, because it's new, it's a bit wet. So if you see that or you see any pieces coming out, it's normal. Just wipe it off here. It gives length, but I wish would just give a bit more volume. Okay, I'm going to use the Hydractive Anti-Fatigue Eye Contour Gel under my eyes. I like the consistency. It's gel-like, not heavy. Blends in very easily, and it's a very lightweight. Let's see for yourself. Probably looks like pearl. I'm gonna go into my simple moisturizer. Now we are gonna go into the foundation. Now I've used a Marcel foundation in the last video, so for this video I wanted to try Marcel BB cream. So BB stands for beauty balm. So BB creams are they give you much less of a coverage than foundation. But I heard a lot of good things about it. I heard it's one of the best BB creams in Canada. So I really want to try it. I did want to get a pressed powder foundation from their website because that's what I like to do. I like using BB cream, especially in the summer. And I like to put a powder foundation over it. But they, for some reason, only had deeper shades on their website of the pressed powder, so I didn't get one, so I hope it's gonna give me a decent coverage. This one is in the color Fair. Let me just quickly apply a primer. I'm using the Lise Watier primer. Okay, I will be using the MFMA sponge that I used in previous video. I love it so much. I just re-washed it quickly and I just want to use it again and again. The softness is amazing on it. Okay, so it looks like this and the pump is here, so we're gonna pump it out. Okay, let's see. I'm curious. So I think they have like 3 shades in this line. Fair, medium, and deep. I might be mistaken. Maybe there's a few more. Oh, there's probably a light. Just gonna do a few more pumps before blending. So I've heard that it gives a good coverage and people love it. Let's see. If you saw my previous video where we applied the Marcel foundation, you saw we had to build it a few times. There was also a light coverage. And something tells me that we put the second layer, it's gonna give me the same coverage as that foundation. Okay, now so the foundation covered a bit better. Let's go to the forehead. I always like to put less foundation on the forehead because there isn't that much redness to cover on my forehead. So as you can see, the two layers gave some coverage. I would say we gave a light coverage. What I want to try, I want to go in with a brush. Let's see how it works with a brush. Because sometimes some things are better off with the sponge, and the sponge is amazing. So for this particular BB cream, I do like the brush application better. You could see that it covered a bit more. Here you could see the redness more. Here it's covered a bit more. Let's even it out. Okay, I have to say it's an amazing BB cream. If I would have had Marcel pressed powder foundation, I wouldn't even try to build it up any more than we did with the first two layers, because BB cream is not supposed to be a foundation. It's supposed to be a BB cream, which gives you less of a coverage. But this is so beautiful. So actually gave me a coverage just like a foundation would. So I like it very much. Big yes for me. Okay, and now we're gonna go into the concealer. So as a corrector under my eyes, I always use NYX Dark Circle Concealer. And we're going to be using Marcel's concealer in Flawless and the color of Fear. this sponge. I don't think I ever used such a soft sponge. Okay, now we're gonna go into the Marcel Flawless Extreme Last Setting Powder. I'm gonna try it under my eyes. I'm going with my favorite e.l.f. blush brush, and that's what I always use to set under my eyes. Now we're gonna set the face with it. I'll do half of the face first, just to compare, so right away I could say that it definitely mattifies. You could see here and you could see here. It definitely made it much more matte. Yeah, it's a very nice powder. Okay, next we're gonna use an eyeliner from Marcel, and it is called Brightening Beige, and I'm gonna put it in my waterline. Oh, it's nice. Usually I get very teary when I do it. But it's nice and bright. So it's pretty nice, but my tears are starting to wash everything out always, but I could still see the brightness. Yeah, I like this one. And for the lower lash mascara, we're going into Marcel Extension Plus Skyline. As I said in the previous video, this is my second tube. I like it so much. It separates lashes and it's just very nice. I also like to go through my upper lashes with this small mascara, so it just separates everything nicely. And we're gonna go into the brows. So for the brows, I'm using Marcel Nano Eyebrow Liner. I tried it for the first time in the previous video and I loved it. So I like this a lot. Next thing, we're going into the bronzer. This is Marcel Eye Bronze and Light Bronze, and I've showed it a few times on my channel. I love this one. Blends it perfectly, no kick up. The color is beautiful on my skin tone. I have it in 2 shades. I also have it in, this is the first shade, the second shade I think is neutral. I'm not sure, I just know that this is a bit warmer and the other one is, yeah, a bit more neutral. This is e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. I like it for concealer. It's a very soft brush. I'm sorry, I said concealer. For bronzer. If your bronzer is very pigmented, you wouldn't want to use such a thick brush. Even though it's soft, it picks up a lot. Okay. Now for blush. We're going to use Marcel Velvety Blush in the color Blossom. That's a very nice shade. Very nice shade. Blossom. Just so I can blend my blushes in a tiny bit. Okay, now for the lips, I'm gonna be going with a velvet gel lip liner in the color Rosy Nude. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand that you could see. Okay, and I am gonna be using a liquid lipstick, Velvet Gel Liquid Lip Color, and it's in the color Rosy Nude. It's the same color as the lip liner. I'm gonna swatch it for you on the hand next to the lip liner. Let's try it on the lips. So I like the formula, it doesn't feel drying. I like the color a lot. I like how it goes with this blush. Yeah, I like the lipstick. Okay, so this is the finished look. I will be putting some Hydractive Energy Mist. So let's go over everything that we used. Let's start with the eyes. I'm just gonna close my eyes so you could take a look. Okay, so it came out pretty nice. It's a nice nude palette. The pigmentation is great. It just was very hard to build it in the crease. I found there was no crease color. If you have a crease color, you saw how they swatched on my hand, and it wasn't hard to apply anywhere else besides the crease. Do I think it's the best shadows and you need to go out and get them? No. There are much better options. However, if you're looking for a cleaner brand, it is an option. Now the mascaras. This is an okay mascara. This one, the one we'll use on our upper lashes, the Extension Plus Amplify is not a bad mascara. The Extension Plus Skyline I love for lower lashes. Now the BB cream, I like it a lot. I think for BB cream it actually gave me a coverage of a real foundation. Love it. I think it looks beautiful, but as we saw, this one is better applied with a brush. Now this Flawless Extreme Last Powder is beautiful. It set under my eyes, the makeup, and it looked good. I set my whole face and it looked good. So this one is good. I could recommend this one for sure. So for the brows, the brow nano liners are great. Just find your shades, and it's a very nice liner. For bronzer, I used my Marcel eye bronze that I absolutely love and adore in the color Light. So if you're looking for a drugstore bronzer, I could really recommend this one. Blends beautifully. Blush, velvety blush. I love the shade. The shade is Blossom. And as for the lips, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the concealer. I've mentioned that concealer a lot. I'm just finishing it up, but it's not the one I would repurchase. I think there are better concealers, and I think there's better shade range, because this is the lightest, and as you could see, it's pretty deep. For the lips, for the liner, I used Velvet Gel Waterproof Lip Liner in Rosy Nude. Very nice liner. And in the same shade, in Rosy Nude, we had the Velvet Gel Liquid Lipstick. And I like how the lipstick look. I like how it feels. I think it's the most comfortable liquid lipstick that I've ever tried, but I don't see that it's actually drying down completely. I don't know if it's meant to or not meant to, but it's a very comfortable. I like it. And that is all for this video. Thank you so much for spending the time with me, and have a great day, and I will see you again in my next one.